Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, June 18th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I keep moving forward, body, mind, spirit, soul. And today we have Neptune going retrograde, and with this comes some, astro lessons to go with. But when I was looking at the chart, I was like, oh my gosh, we have a Star of David or Merkaba connection going on in the chart, and I don't think it's a coincidence that with Neptune going retrograde we have this energy, and it really makes a lot of sense when I think about the Astro incoming. So Merkaba, if you are unfamiliar with what that is, it is two triangles, two three-dimensional triangles on top of each other. When you use Merkaba energy, it's a sacred geometry shape. When you use Merkaba energy, it is basically the coming together of your consciousness. It is divine feminine consciousness, divine masculine consciousness. Merkaba in its meaning, if you break it down, is Mer, light, Ka, spirit, and Ba, body. So it's bringing in your light spirit energy. It helps you connect. It actually is the vehicle with which you move through consciousness. So here we are moving forward, Merkaba energy. And in astrological energy, Star of David formation, again the two triangles, is a doorway of consciousness. So this is very interesting energy as Neptune goes retrograde. It's also very interesting because I keep talking about this wild wave of yin energy that's coming in that must be processed. The planets or the energies that are creating this Star of David energy is Grand Trine energy in water, and then Grand Trine energy in earth. So the water is this emotional energy, and the earth is our grounded nature. So watch out through this time of these waves, these emotional, intuitive waves, these feeling waves that are coming up to be processed. Let me dig into the other astro, and then we'll dig into the Neptune retrograde thing. So, speaking of the Earth, we have the Moon shifting into Virgo. Moon in Virgo connects us to that present energy. I always say it connects us to our virtual reality interpreter, which is our physical body. So get in tune with your body. What are you feeling in and through your body? This may be a great time if you have never introduced yourself to a Merkaba meditation. Maybe dig into that. And if you have done that, do it a little bit more in and through this energy and just see. I do feel like a lot of these changes that are coming up over this summer are going to affect us on the physical molecular DNA levels, and so doing that will only help shift and uplift you. So Moon in Virgo connecting us to that. The Moon in Virgo is connecting to Uranus in Taurus, and then Saturn in Capricorn. So Uranus and Taurus still working that 1 degree energy. Uranus and Taurus hopefully helping work our worth stuff. Uranus and Taurus shifting things around money. Uranus and Taurus liberating us so that we can bring forth our gifts, liberating us so that we can let the beauty we love be what we do, to quote Rumi energy. So with the Moon connecting to that, there actually may be some physical shifts that are going on to allow forth greater appreciation of your worth, but also greater production of your personal gifts, your personal creativity. This could be a creative connection. Do not get stuck, however, in that Virgo critical nature. Just be in your own divine creative flow in and through this energy. And hopefully the water energy going on will help you be in that creative flow. Moon connecting to Saturn. I wish you could see this cute little face that's looking up at me. Look at the screen. She's like, please, just pay attention to me. Do not do the horoscope. Rub my head. Moon connecting to Saturn, 6 degrees, finding that balance. And that's kind of the thing about that Merkaba energy, is being in that space of balance, being in the space of your own personal yin and yang balance. Are you in the flow, bringing in your intuition, allowing what needs to happen, being in that moment? And are you also taking the action that is led from that space? That is your responsibility in and through the universe right now. And the more you can find your way into balance, the more that's going to help as these wild yin waves come in. I feel like I should pull a wild Kuan Yin card. I will do that at the end. Moon connecting to Saturn. Again, you may get all caught up in the shoulds. And it's so interesting because I have these cards that are like, yeah, you're moving, yeah, you're grooving. And then there's this one stuck card. It is the king of swords, and it's like the sword in the stone. He's like, I shall not move, I shall not pass. We all still have a bit of this control energy going on, and that Moon in Virgo connecting to Saturn may dig into it. Who is your master? Is your master society, or is your master your own higher self, your own soul, that own your map you set out for you to live and work and move in and through? Move according to your passion, move according to the body, mind, spirit, soul connected. All these cards have us moving forward, some a little bit more rapidly than others. I mean, here we have intensity and moment to moment right next to each other. Adventure and awareness. We're moving forward, but there's this stuck place. And I think that stuck place is still in that conditioning. Saturn equals the conditioning. Still where we think we have to show up for the shoulds, rather showing up for the soul, like the yes in our life, the this is what I'm here for energies that keep coming for us. And like I said, we'll be coming, riding this wild yin wave. We end the day with the moon connecting to Mercury. Mercury working in and through Cancer energy, connecting the practical to the emotional. There is emotional energies that must be processed. You will feel them in your body. Let them come up and be processed. Now, whether they're processed by dancing wildly, our times require furious dancing, or it is through emotional output. Maybe it's even tending to your body, taking a bath and letting them come through that way. Whatever you need, show up for yourself. Tend to yourself in that way. Do not talk yourself out of it. All right, so Neptune retrograde. Neptune is going retrograde for the next 5 months through November 24th. It is going from 16 degrees to 13 degrees. And there's multiple things that came up about Neptune retrograde. One of the things I always talk about with Neptune retrograde is that it does dig us into the past. It does take us into past life energies. Now, I myself really dug in hardcore with Chiron at that final degree, and we did that whole group, which I still have work going on with that. But we always have that with Neptune retrograde, the possibility of digging in. Digging into the past, digging into the old, especially with Pisces. Pisces connects us to karmic energies. It connects us to all that is. So there's definitely opportunities for that to surface with Neptune retrograde. But I really do think it ties into the fact that we have this energetic connection, formation going on as it went retrograde. The Star of David, the Merkaba energy. And I think it's a call to be more active when it comes to our own personal spirituality, when it comes to our faith. Now, as I've been telling multiple clients, with Mercury retrograde, communication gets wonky. With Neptune retrograde, communication with spirit can feel a little bit wonky. It is still there. It does not disappear. Your higher self is still there. You are still connected to your guides and everything. But you know how you can be walking down the street and a sign hits you on the head? You're going to have to be more vigilant about looking for the signs. Really make conscious contact with spirit through this retrograde energy. I do think that if you do that, you will find your faith roots deepening, and I think that's going to be really important as this wild yin energy comes in. It's like your trees by a river. You want those deep roots as this rushing river comes rushing by. So start putting into practice your spiritual beliefs. Walk your talk. Don't just float your talk. Walk your talk in and through this time, because I do believe that's going to help. I wanted to break it down degree by degree. We start at 16 degrees, that's 7. But let's break it down to the 1 and 6 too. 1 and 6. 1, heart energy. So much. Rise from fear to love. Keep that remembrance when it comes to connecting to spirit. Don't go into fear, like, I'm not hearing them, I don't know what's happening. That's part of the yin energy going on, to be in that space where you don't know what's happening and to still have the faith to move forward. Moment by moment, step by step. And you will be peeling layers. That 6 energy, that's the balancing of the yin and the yang. That's finding your center, finding your balance in and through it. And all of that is 7 energy. 7 is that spiritual degree. Find your flow, be in the moment, but don't float your talk. Walk your talk in and through it. I do keep saying, like, the moment to moment, even though it's baby steps, moment to moment. Hold that faith. Hold that trust. 16 degrees goes down to 15 degrees. 15 degrees, that is that 6 energy. So again, we have that energy of finding our balance, but in and through it, finding our balance by connecting mind, that's that 5 energy, and our talk to the 1 energy. Again, the heart energy, allowing the mind and the heart to integrate. I'm wearing a sideways infinity sign. Imagine it this way, mind and heart connecting in to help you find that balance. Next degree, 14 degrees. So that is 5 energy. There's the mind. So connecting our mind, utilizing our mind in and through our own personal spiritual development, allowing our mind to bring us into the energy of mindfulness, allowing our mind to help us bring forth spiritual management. I don't know if that's what I'm going to really call it, but allowing us to do the work we need to do to connect. And sometimes we do have to do work to connect. We're always connected, but that work will really help us. The people I see who have spent lifetimes meditating, it has done good for them. Not to say that this is your lifetime to be spent meditating, but it has done very good work. And the connections that they have built blow my mind. So just remember that in and through this. So we were at 14 degrees, 5 energy overall. 4, there's that shift energy. There's the energy of the unknown coming through. There's that energy of Uranus that's like, hey, change happens, shifts happens. In traditional numerology, 4 energy is like, we have good foundational energy, but in Astro, what we've seen is that 4 energy is where change happens. So it's allowing your mind and your heart to work for you as we go through any changes. Again, step by step, day by day. I'm going to start singing that song. Finding your way in and through, moving through these veils. It is an adventure. There will be moments of intensity, but here we are moving into the light, peeling off these veils. It's very powerful. The final degree, 13 degrees, that it will spend quite a bit of time at, is that Uranus degree. So again, change is in the air. There will be shift. Shift is happening. That's okay. We want shift to happen. In fact, my card from the Power of Love is the Evolution card. 13 degrees is that revolution, evolution card. So be aware of that. But in the 3, connecting, connecting in the Merkaba, connecting in that triangular energy, letting it root you in, connecting to spirit. 3 energy is expansive, but it really does connect us to spirit energy. And it really is, to me, 3 energy, even though I like to say body, mind, spirit, soul, it's like body, mind, spirit, soul. Spirit and soul work together. They're almost like the yin and the yang working together. Connecting in on that level. And again, the 1, the heart. Bringing in the heart. Holding that heart energy through all of it. Because ultimately, I think that's the thing that's going to keep plodding us forward and holding us in alignment with the light. So, to finish up, vision. No matter what you see, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving and just universe. Hold that vision and evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. And I just liked one line in here. I'm reading the wrong one. The power of love is the infinite truth. The power of love is the infinite truth. And that's why we want that to be the light with which we keep moving forward. Let truth be the foundation of your spiritual practice. And let's see what happens over these next 5 months. So that is it for today for Neptune Retrograde and this interesting Merkaba energy. To book a reading, you can go to GaiaBlooming.com. My website is going through some changes and some stuff, but you can still book through there. And if you don't see a reading that you want on there, because I have a lot of offerings usually, you can email me and we can set that up. I have my eclipse readings with the Wild Yin. I do that. I'm going to do that right now. With the wild yin, maybe a good time to get one of those. Let's see what the wild yin has to say about this energy. Merkaba, building into eclipses, and Neptune retrograde. Could be a good time to do that. If you've bought one and you haven't heard from me, feel free to email me. I'm getting to you guys as I can. And we pulled from the wild Kuan Yin, Mother Figure. Mother Figure is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you may feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know you are safe, you are protected in your love. Do not fear. You are guarded even through these waves of wild yin. And take those steps because you are protected and you are guarded. Anyways, that is it for today. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. There's enough love in the world for you, and the better it gets, the better it gets. Namaste.